Zay, what's going on? Tyler, what's going on? I don't know if it was being lag. I'm assuming it was just being laggy upon laggy because no comments were coming through. Nothing was coming through. I didn't even like restart my phone or anything. All I did was restart YouTube. So maybe it's better. Zay says it's better. Okay, well, definitely let know. That was weird. Because normally when it's laggy, like it's normal for the first little bit, and then it starts to get a little bit laggy. It doesn't just start off crazy laggy. Joel, what's going on? Center of the day was Fragrance Roll, Jacket Club. Center of the day will be Legend EDP. As I said, wearing Legend EDP today. I traded with Brian, which the fragrances that I got in the title, I said I got some fragrances. He also gave me a bunch of samples. Jack of Clubs is a sample in here. Yeah, Jacobs. It's still cutting? Oh my god. And this is the thing that pisses me off. For Wi-Fi, I have 4 out of 4 bars. And for data, which I don't need because I'm at my house connected to Wi-Fi, I have 2 out of 4 bars. So, why is it always laggy? And it's always like this too. It's never like I have, like, low signal or anything. Like, I always have max bars and shit, but it's just laggy. Rockin' News Fragrance, Majesty from Mason Asrar. I've heard of Mason Asrar. Kind of hard to say that name. It's just Pixley now. What? Okay. Got coming in, Le Falcon, Risala, Autograph, Roja Dove, Isola Blue, and Le Falcon, Miracel, Valentine, Torino 21. I like Torino 21. Torino 21 is definitely good. Clone of it though. And then Roja. I've never tried anything from Roja. Roja interests me, but Joel, they seem to be good pickups. I'm back, going through some health anxiety along with depression recently. Took a break from fragrances and the internet, but we back. Hey, Tiki Taki, I hope you are starting to feel better, man. Obviously, like, you don't have to, like, get into what's happening, but if you ever need to talk to somebody, you can always reach out to me. You can always talk to people, on the live, being as comfortable as you are. But yeah, hope you are feeling better. Welcome back. LW, what's going on? What's my favorite food? Probably just like a steak. When do I start school? Loki, I have no clue. I don't know when I start school. I start school probably on like the 28th or something like that. Yeah, I'm comfortable again. Good. Mine is garlic chicken spaghetti. Spaghetti's good. Garlic chicken's great. Chicken Alfredo would be like my favorite. Chicken Alfredo would be like my favorite pasta dish. Son of the day, Collage Shaka Shadow. Scott, is that a good... What I've heard is it's a Bad Boy Cobalt clone. Is that accurate to you? And is it good? What do you think of it? Because I have Shiaka Blue and I love it. But so this is what we're going to do. I have 4 fragrances. Every single time we get 5 more likes, I will show off a fragrance. So right here, we have 5 likes. I'm going to show off the first fragrance. Once we hit 10 likes, I'll show another one. Once we hit 15, I'll show another one. Once we hit 20, I'll show another one, and then all of them will be shown. That's crazy. I start on Wednesday. Yeah, no, like our fair up here in Montana starts on Monday. Like our fair still hasn't even happened yet. So we still have we got like 3 weeks. But like we got out June. Like June 10th or something last year's, sometime around there. First cologne I'm going to show. Please make sure you guys like up the live so I can show the rest of the clones, but I'm going to be giving Bottle Paris Corners Coconut Lagoon. But since we hit 5 likes, the first one, this is French Avenue's Liquid Brun. Now, this is a clone of Parfums de Marly Altair. Is it leggy? Oh my fucking god, dude. Why? Why does it have to be leggy? And why do I have to have full bars in it leggy? I swear to god, dude. And I can't go any further. I literally can't go any further off of my table. We're as far... Why did that drop down my bars? I'm so confused. Okay, it dropped down my bars and I brought them back. And now Tiki Taki's saying we're back. Maybe we're back. Joel, thank you, man. Yes, please make sure you drop a sub and a like, guys. But French Avenues Liquid Brun. It lags, then it'll stop. Bro, oh my god. Okay, well, I guess let's just get through as much of this as we can. First one, French Avenue's Liquid Brun, clone of Parfums de Marly Altair. Cinnamon, orange blossom, vanilla. This almost reminds me of a mix between, I don't know. It reminds me of some ways like Mason Margiela's By the Fireplace. It has this like smoky, campfirey vibe to it, but it has like the vanilla from Azzaro the Most Wanted Parfum. It has like the vanilla from Azzaro Most Wanted Parfum. And then otherwise, it kind of reminds me of By the Fireplace in a sense with that vanilla. I don't know. It's good though. It's for sure good. And in a way, it's almost like lactonic. There's no milk notes or anything. But if you guys have ever smelled like Sabrina Carpenter's Sweet Tooth, it almost reminds me of kind of like that lactonic vibe you get with Sweet Tooth, where it's not like milky, but it's just like more creamy than anything. So like a creamy sweet vanilla sort of fragrance. I do enjoy this one for sure. Obviously, I have not worn it yet though, but I do think it is a good fragrance. And that one I've really been wanting for a long time. Don't worry about it. It just goes in for a second. Oh, okay. Got you, Zay. What's up, Mike? You're good. Yes, Social Sod. How are you? Greetings from Seward, Alaska. Meg, what's going on? Greetings from Montana. How much is it? So this one, anywhere from, I don't know, you could find this anywhere from like 30 to 40 bucks, I feel like is appropriate. If you find it from like 25 to 40 bucks is where I feel like it is appropriate. It's a clone of Altair though, which Altair goes for, 200, 300 bucks. So it's not that bad in price. But I don't know about longevity and projection. I can just talk about like my first impressions with this fragrance. I have it sprayed here on a tester strip. Like, it smells good. There's orange blossom, there's vanilla, there's cinnamon. It's not like too warm, overpowering, strong vanilla. It just definitely seems like a good, more easier wear signature winter scent, opposed to something that you would just kind of randomly pull out to, like stun people. Like that would just be a good one to wear almost every winter. Gonna buy a super nice niche fragrance, but you bought some shoes. Low-key regret it a little bit. Well, Zay, what shoes did you get and what fragrance were you gonna get? I mean, in the end, you can always get the fragrance. You can always get the shoe, If you didn't get the shoes, you could have got the shoes another time. You didn't get the fragrance this time, you could get it another time, just save up for it. But sometimes it is definitely nice to switch up just from fragrances for sure. Like, it is weird, like, for me going out, buying, treating myself a little bit to something that like isn't a fragrance. Just because 9 times out of 10, if I buy something for myself, it's another cologne. You think aliens exist? No, I mean, I don't know, maybe, who knows? Do I think they exist though? But who knows? Anything's possible. So they could. I don't know. Soul Society, do you think that they exist? Y'all, are we at 9 likes or are we at 10 likes? If we're at 10 likes, we can show another fragrance that I got. So the first one is French Avenue's Liquid Brun that I got. I think we're at 10 likes. For me, it says 9, but I'm pretty sure that means we're at 10. Got some V5, Mr. and some black P6000. Gonna grab a PDM probably. PDM is good. Like, Parfums de Marly's a good brand, but they're not insanely good. 10. Okay, well, now we're at 11. So, next one I'll show right here. This is Joe Milano's Game of Spades Moon. This is a clone of Bond Number 9 New York Knights. Now, this one is very intriguing for me. I almost got this, like, leather vibe from it. This just odd, leathery, rubbery vibe. And off the dry down, it definitely does go away. Now, this does have a rubber bottle. So I was thinking, oh, okay, I'm just smelling this, and I can just smell the rubber. I don't know what's giving me the rubbery scent. I think it's the coffee note in here because there's like fruity notes, coffee notes, some vanillic notes. I don't know if the coffee's just tripping me out somehow and it has like a rubbery smell to it. But this one, I do enjoy it. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. I don't think it's insane. I haven't worn it though at the same time. So, because I literally did just get this one in today. It smells good though. It's like it's fruity, floral, vanillic-y with a kind of weird but almost intriguing coffee vibe. It's like I don't really like leather fragrances. That reminds me a little bit of leather, but I like it interestingly enough. Hey, Zay, you have a good night, man. I really appreciate you coming in the live. Really want to try Moon. You're not spending that much money on Bond. I mean, hey, I would recommend trying it. Like, I don't know. I've never tried the real thing. So maybe this is very close. I think it's good though. Like, and it's one of the cheaper Joe Milano fragrances. It's like 50 to 60 bucks. So Zay, have a good night. I would definitely recommend you get it. But y'all, we need 2 more likes. We have 2 more fragrances. So 2 more likes, and then I will show another fragrance. And then once we hit 20 likes, I will show the last fragrance. But what is everyone's scent of the day today? My scent of the day is a very good fragrance. Me and Joel are wearing the same thing today. We are both wearing Mont Blanc Legend Eau de Parfum. Woodsy notes, vanillic notes, citrusy notes. In this one, you get a violet leaf, which is one of the main differences between this and the EDT. Good longevity, good projection. Me personally, I go 5 sprays. I get probably 8 hours of good projecting longevity with 2 to 3 feet of projection. Joel can definitely agree with me. This is just a good signature sort of fragrance. Y'all, please make sure to drop a sub and a like. I'm giving away a bottle of Paris Corners Coconut Lagoon at 4K, closing in on 4K. All you need to do is drop a sub, drop a like. When I hit 4K, I'll put out a video and you can enter from there. Please drop a sub and a like if you guys have not already. Not good for summer. Legend is, I mean, definitely good for summer. That Legend Fierce DNA is good for year-round use. You can definitely wear it in the summer. You can wear it in the winter, in the spring, in the fall. That's really the attractive thing with the Fierce Legend DNA is that it's good for year-round use. You can buy a bottle of Fierce and wear it whenever. You can buy a bottle of Legend and wear it whenever. Legend EDP doesn't project as much as the EDT, which would make sense. A lot of people often think that if there's higher fragrance oil in a fragrance, it's going to project more. Normally, it's the opposite. It won't project as much, but it'll last longer, and lower concentrations of oil, because they're more alcohol, will project more, but they won't last as long. So yes, like Legend EDT projects more than Legend EDP, but Legend EDP lasts probably longer on the average person's skin compared to Legend EDT. It's good. Legend Blue is, I'll agree with you on that. Legend Blue is great. So good. Don't like the Fierce DNA low key. Why? Legend don't smell like Fierce. Legend is powdery. Fierce is fresh. Well, being that I've smelled an original batch of Fierce, it does, at least to me, smells like Fierce. If it doesn't smell like Fierce to you, that's obviously fine. To me, it smells like Fierce. I owned Legend EDT, which I sold, and I got Legend EDP. Now, I think Legend EDT smells a little bit more like Fierce, and it is a little bit fresher, so I do get where you're coming from. So yeah, like this one wouldn't be exactly like Fierce. The EDT would be a lot more like Fierce, but this could be looked at as Fierce with just a little more body to it. Fierce smells like Percival. No, for me, Percival, at least for me, Percival was way different. Like I said, I've smelled an old bottle of Fierce. I've smelled Legend EDT, Legend EDP. I've smelled a bunch of other like Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce styled fragrances. And I've owned Percival. Percival was different. Percival reminded me of a mix more between Legend EDP and like YSL Myself in a sense, because it was like way more fresh. With Fierce, I did get like the same vibe, same like heaviness as like Legend EDT. Have I tried the Sea Lion line? I've never heard of that. So would you want an even split? Would I want an even split? What does that mean? Fierce smells like the wooden huts we have at the beach. that a bad thing? So let's just saw here we go, right here. The only Mont Blanc I have is Legend EDP. I used to have Individual, that one's a good one. Used to have Legend EDT, that's a good one. Used to have Legend Red, that's a good one. Like, they're good, but they weren't really worth keeping. Legend EDP was the only one that I, have kept in my collection. It's a good fragrance. It's definitely good. Last smells like Percival, and it's hella strong. What is last? Y'all, 2 more likes, or I think only one more like, and I will show, I'll show another one of the fragrances. The quick recap, if you guys are, if you guys have not seen the prior 2 fragrances I've shown, we got French Avenue's Liquid Brun in a trade. Same trade. This is all the same trade I'm going over. So we got Liquid Brun. We got Game of Spades Moon, clone of Bond number 9 New York Bond number 9 New York Nights. Liquid Brun is a clone of Parfums Marley Haltain. We have 15 likes, y'all. 5 more likes, and I will show the last fragrance, but we have one I got to show right now. Please drop a sub. Please drop a like if you guys have not. At 4K, I'll be giving away a bottle of Paris Corners Coconut Lagoon. All you have to do is drop a sub. Only available to people in the continental United States, however. Please drop a sub, though, if you want a chance on that fragrance. So, the third fragrance that I got in this trade, it is Paco Rabanne's 1 Million Elixir. Now, my brother had and still has 1 Million Elixir, one of his signature scents for the cooler weather. Very good fragrance. I've wanted this one ever since he's gotten it. You get notes of green apple, you get some like woodsy notes, you get some sugary notes, you get some vanilla. It's just, such a good fragrance. 1 Million Elixir, I mean, dare I say, at least for me, Sauvage Elixir is the king of elixirs. 1 Million Elixir is number 2, right there, right under Sauvage Elixir. Let me know your thoughts, guys. These are my thoughts. Let me know yours about 1 Million Elixir. 1 Million Elixir is so nice. So good. Different than your average elixir. Because, yes, it is still a sweet, cooler weather fragrance. But it's still, like, fresher and more sweet. And it's just a different take on that standard elixir, elixir fragrance line. Not fragrance line. That, elixir approach on fragrances. Cough. Yeah, I heard about cough. I want to try it. I do definitely want to try it. Thoughts on the new Wasp players coming out? I think they're doing too much. Seems like half of them are going to be mid. Well, Tiki Taki, I mean, have we seen a note breakdown yet? Have we seen, what they could be cloning? I don't know. I would like to give them time. I do want to try them. Now, I don't think it makes that much sense. Why wouldn't they just, I don't know. They could have dropped all 3 this summer, but they should have spread it out way differently. They should have gave us Hawass Tropical early spring, right? Right as soon as it starts to get warm, because that has the most. It seems like it's gonna have the most body out of all of them, or maybe not, because I don't know what the new flankers are cloning. But they should have released Hawass Tropical way earlier. They should have released Atlantic when they released Hawass Tropical, and then they should release whatever the other one. They should have released it at least more towards when school is getting in, before the cooler weather comes. Heard about the brand. They're apparently good. Fahad, what's going on? 1 million. Yes, 1 Million Elixir also has rose in it. Yeah, it has rose, a lot of fruity notes, just a lot of really good notes. Viper one looks like a sand. Okay, Keeman, thank you. I didn't know. I remembered seeing something about one of them going to smell like a Stephen Humbert Lucas fragrance. I didn't know if it was Sand Dance or if it was Venom Incarnate, so I didn't want to say which one it was. But thank you, Keeman. Yes, Sand Dance seems to be one of them. That one, I'm going to say, I think would actually have the most body out of all of them. So if they were doing it right, they should have released the one that's going to smell like Sand Dance first in early spring, and then Hawass Tropical when it released, and then the Atlantic one. Well, no, because I don't know, because why are we waiting until the summer is starting to go away to release 2 more summer Hawass fragrances? How does that make any sense? Stop, please. What's going on? 1 Million Elixir, good. One of your classmates has their signature scent. It's a good flanker. It's so good. I love it. I think it's such a good fragrance. Do I like Versace Eros Parfum? Yeah, I think Eros Parfum is nice. All the Eros fragrances are nice. Eros EDT, EDP, Parfum, Energy. I haven't smelled Najim. I would assume Najim's probably decent. Eros Flame. They're all good fragrances. So yeah, every single one of them is good. 1 Million Lucky over, in my opinion. See, I don't really like 1 Million Lucky that much. You can take a look in my collection. Like Rasasi Hawass. Sweeter fragrance that I enjoy wearing. I like wearing Rasasi Hawass. Ultramall, sweeter fragrance that I enjoy wearing. For whatever reason, 1 Million Lucky was just like, it was way too sweet for me. It was like, it's nauseating sweet. Want to get your nose on Lucky. What's my favorite JPG? See, I really don't know, because I really do like Ultramall, and if you asked me this like last year, I would immediately have been like, oh, Ultramall. I love LeBeau, though. I have LeBeau. Dare I say, I think LeBeau is my best JPG. But Ultramall is great, too. Shiaka Shadow is available on TikTok Shop and Beauty House. I wouldn't buy it off TikTok Shop, personally. Nothing against TikTok Shop, really. It's just not something I would want to at least purchase fragrances off of, just knowing how much of a higher chance it is to be fake. But I definitely do want to check it out for sure, because even if it switches up from Bad Boy Cobalt, I love that Cobalt DNA. 1 Million Lucky is my favorite 1 million. Same for me. W Collection. Hey, Keeman, I appreciate it. Let's see. Hold on. Do I like Invictus Parfum? Invictus Parfum is nice. Yeah. If you're talking about the new one, which supposedly smells like Invictus Aqua, then I think that one's nice. I like the bottle design on that one. It wasn't the strongest fragrance. Just know that. Like, Invictus Parfum isn't going to blow heads with how strong it is. But it's a good smelling fragrance. Y'all, we need 4 more likes, and I can show the last fragrance that I got today in my trade. Please like up the live. While you guys are at it, please drop a sub as well, because you could possibly end up winning a amazing summer fragrance that is sold out at a lot of places. That's correct. I'm giving away a bottle of Paris Corners Coconut Lagoon at 4,000 subs, less than 100 subs away. Now, this is sold out, so it is going to be a little bit hard for me to find, but you get notes of coconut, watermelon, vanilla, just a lot of good notes, lemon. It's an amazing fragrance, and all you have to do is drop a sub, and you could possibly win this fragrance. So please drop a sub and a like if you guys have not already. Scent of the day was 1 spray of Cobalt Elixir on my hand just to smell it. See, I smelled Cobalt Elixir the other day. I don't know. It's a good fragrance. Yeah. If I had never smelled Cobalt, I think I'd probably like it more. But knowing that they went from the original Cobalt, and smelling what the original Cobalt smells like, smelling that switch to Cobalt Elixir, it's like, why? Why would you do that with that DNA? Because with me, if I were to be like the creative director of Carolina Herrera, or, creative director behind Bad Boy Elixir, no, I would have kept it as like still more of a lighter, plummier fragrance, but I would have gone more in on that truffle. Like just a little bit more in on that truffle, not even too much, because I don't think that this scent profile should be very herbal like Cobalt Elixir. Like I smelt it, and it's like you get this nice, light, airy blue DNA, and then you're just going to make it just like leathery, warm, spicy. Like, why? I don't think it's a bad fragrance again. I think if they didn't give it the Cobalt name, it would be such a bad... Yeah, exactly. See, as Tiki Taki said, should have been its own fragrance, not a flanker. I think literally the whole thing is because it has that Cobalt name. Because I smell it and I'm like, why? Like, I get why they call it Cobalt Elixir, because it does smell like Cobalt in a lot of ways. But it's like, dude, should not have been a flanker. Absolutely. What do I think of Mango Ice? I've never tried Mango Ice. My luck with mango fragrances hasn't been very good. I bought like a cheaper Lattafa mango fragrance at first, and it was not good at all. And it kind of scarred me. And then I had City Rhythm Puerto Rico, and I didn't really like that one as well. That one didn't scar me, but I just didn't really like that one. I want to try more mango fragrances. Mango Ice is one I do want to try. you know, really when you do look at mango fragrances now, it's a lot of God of Fire clones. Um, God of Fire is cool. City Rhythm Miami. Ooh, City Rhythm Miami is so good. Yes, Miami's great. I have City Rhythm Redline 2654, and it's a blend of Miami and San Diego. It's such a good fragrance. You get like the rum, coconut, ambergris from Miami, and then you just get this like blue Jolly Rancher vibe from San Diego. God of Fire is cool. Yeah, I've heard it's cool. I've never smelt God of Fire, but I want to go over these samples that Brian gave me. So, in the quick recap, our trade, I've gotten Liquid Brun, Game of Spades Moon, and 1 Million Elixir. The samples, this is an Amore Cafe sample. He was very stingy with this sample because he loves Amore Cafe. These, Brian, I don't know if I said who I traded with. I traded Brian for these, and he sent me. He threw these in. I didn't even trade for these. Angel's Birthday Cake, which is his own fragrance, which that one is fire. I'm going to be having a review coming out on that one. Rasasi Hawas Elixir. I'm not going in depth with these. I'm just saying what they are, obviously. This is Nitro Red Intense. This one doesn't have a name on it, so I have no clue. This is Scepter Malachite, which is a clone of God of Fire, so I can actually kind of smell it now. But it's not strong, so I'll have to do an actual review on that. This is Alt Gabeless, which I'm pretty sure is another Bond number 9 New York Knights clone. This is Jack of Clubs. I want to say this is Joel's scent of the day today, which I can't smell this one. I don't think any of these have really been sprayed. This is YSL Baby Cat. This is Cognac Blaze. Mancera something ending with a D. I have no clue. This is Cheruto Paris Corner. Never heard of that one. This is A Something Told. No clue with that one. This is Mancera's Amber Fever. Mancera Amber Full. This is Gene Low Vibe. This is heat. This one. Whew. Gene Low Vibe is heat, dude. So good. So good. Dua, Queen of the Chess. Another sample with nothing on it. And this is a Mind Games Ruby Lopez clone. So those are all of the samples I got. I will have maybe some fragrance of the days of these if I do, decide that, some of these samples are really good and I do want to try them. But we'll definitely at least have some short form reviews, some long form reviews. But right here is like 15 more fragrances I can review on the channel. All we need is one more like, and I can show the last fragrance here. Yeah, please, y'all, one more like. I can show the last fragrance, and then I am going to get going after I do show the last fragrance here. When was the last time I bought a cologne? Last time I bought a cologne was when I got Rasasi Hawas Tropical, which was a couple weeks ago. So like 2-3 weeks ago. King, what's going on? Grow your hair back? Eventually, my hair will come back. King, you think I look better with the hair or without the hair? I feel like I look a little bit more like just professional put together without the hair, but I do feel like I do kind of miss my long hair. Got Kite Off for Song last week. Honestly, not a huge fan. Has this cheap women's perfume vibe to it. Tiki Taki, very interesting. You talk like the TikTok fragrance section, dude. No, man, I'm kidding. I mean, granted, it is like $17 depending on where you get it, so it is objectively a cheap perfume. But I don't know. I think it smells good. And it is a sweet scent, so I could see how it could be like synthetic, kind of off-putting cheap, because it does have like pineapple, which is a syntheticer note. Stingy with his Amore, he was, dude. Just gave you the last like, hey, okay, Nishant, thank you. Aqua Dubai is gas. Yeah, I was thinking Aqua Dubai as last one that I bought. I bought Hawas Tropical, but Aqua Dubai is my second last pickup, and Aqua Dubai is so good. All right, so we have 21 likes. We did it. The last fragrance that I ended up getting from Brian, another Joe Milano. This is Joe Milano's Game of Spades Wildcard, clone of Bond number 9 Lafayette Street. Now, I didn't know how I felt about the Lafayette Street DNA. I tried a clone of it, and I wasn't the biggest fan. However, this one is good. This one smells a little bit more high quality than the clone that I had. And yeah, it's good. Like, there's ambroxan, there's ambergris, there's amber, there's flower notes in here. It's a good fragrance. It seems to be decently strong as well. Now, I stand by this, at least. Keep in mind, I haven't worn any of my other Joe Milano fragrances. Based off of what I have tried, testing these other Joe Milano fragrances, I still do think that Full House is my favorite. I do obviously need to give these wearings. Who knows? I could wear Moon and could fall in love with it, and that could be my favorite. I could wear Wildcard, and that could be my favorite. Hey Joel, have a good day at work, man. And make sure you smell awesome at work. Make sure everyone can smell you at work. What fragrance discounter to use? Joe Shop. I like, despise fragrances, hate most, love fragrances. Bro, I don't know. Like, there are some people on TikTok, legit, I don't know if I'm the only person who's seen these fragrance accounts, but like the people who will have those weird those weird masks that you'd see when those billionaires have meetings in the woods, whatever, stuff like that, like weird masks and stuff. Like, these fragrance influencers, they'll wear one and they'll only review ultra niche fragrances. And they'll be reviewing them, and they'll have the ultra niche music playing, and they act like they're billions of dollars, and they act like they're super cool. And it's I can't tell if those accounts are serious or if they're trying to be funny. But if you are into fragrances and you genuinely have an obsession with niche fragrances to a point where you have to make yourself ultra niche, that's weird. There are some people who just live, breathe, die ultra niche fragrances. I could never understand that. Detroit, what's going on? Lafayette Street's my favorite Bond number 9. I mean, it's good. I haven't tried it. I've tried a clone of it, obviously. I see the appeal in that scent profile. Love my Lafayette. 212 Men. 212 Men is good. Bro, those are corny. Exactly. And it's this guy, whatever those ones where they look rusted and then they have a nail sticking out of them or whatever. This guy, I remember I was watching him review it, and he's talking, and I don't know what it was called. So we're just gonna say it was Bad Boy Cobalt, and he's like, Bad Boy Cobalt, it's a very dangerous fragrance. And he's just standing there, just talking slow, trying to talk all cool and shit. And it's dude, just spray the fragrance. Have fun with it. Be loose. Talk about the fragrance, dude. You don't have to be in love with the fragrance and present it to everyone. You got to be rich to buy all niche. Exactly. And it's that's so expensive too. I don't know. I feel a lot of the people who do ultra niches and only really do niche fragrances, a lot of them, you look at them, they're 40-year-olds who, yeah, they have really good paying jobs. They can afford shit like that. And then they just look at people who have designers and dupes, and they're like, bro, what is going on in your collection, bro? I've never been judged by anyone more than people who only wear niche fragrances. Legit, I post a video about a dupe, especially on TikTok, and there's at least one person who's that dupe would never stand up to my Ordo Parasi fragrance. That dupe would never stand up to my ultra niche fragrance. Bro, calm down. Favorite Xerjoff? Probably... That's a good question. Tommy Iommi. Bond number 9, very overrated house. I think... So I've never tried any Bond number 9, so... I can't really talk on that. Sunday, Bob Marley, Mellow Mood. Is it a good one? Sanford, I've seen all the videos on the Bob Marley fragrances. They seem cool. They definitely seem cool. I was really hoping that the fragrances were actually good and they weren't cash grabs, because that just wouldn't be a good way to honor Bob Marley. So if they are good, please let me know. I hope they are, obviously, because, I hope that they're doing Bob Marley good while he's, up in heaven. Niche isn't necessary. People can't tell the difference anyway. Exactly. And it's like, I was thinking when I got my first niche fragrance, which was Mancera's Tonka Cola, I was going to spray it on me. It was going to be like it was literally just going to transition me into like a whole different place. I'm going to spray it. I'm going to start like levitating and shit. I'm telling you, I spray it and I smell it and I had no reaction. Well, I had a reaction. Like I thought the fragrance was good, obviously, but there's literally no difference between designers, niche, and dupes. Literally, unless you just look at the name. Like, not the names, but the requirements to, like, be in those categories. Like, in the end, it's just fragrance, alcohol, it's literally just perfumers, alcohol, and fragrance oils. Like, it's all the exact same thing. Best PDM, Greenlee. Fox, what's going on? What's good? My bad. Couldn't watch you live the other day, but I'm back. Well, welcome back. I appreciate the support. Rip the biggest Rossia. Y'all, rip Bob Marley. Best PDM, All Harmony, Noir Extreme. It's not a PDM, though. Looking forward to the Angel Share on the Rock debut next month. That one seems good. I've tried Angel Share. I think it's good. And they're on the Rock note, or like, I think that the note is literally like the rocks are on the rocks. But they have this specific thing that they put into fragrances, Killian does, where it gives it this icy feel to it. Can't wait for Blue de Chanel exclusive. Ooh, that one could be good because I think that the Blue de Chanel DNA is it's a good DNA, but it's overused. If you could switch it up a lot and maybe make it like, even if it still stays at that fresh citrusy DNA, just switch it up. I don't want another Bleu de Chanel that smells the exact same. Like, we need to start switching up the Bleu de Chanels. Red Star, what's going on? I've never tried Dua, so I don't know. Who told no different? I didn't say that there was no difference. I said there's no difference within the actual fragrance making. It's the exact same ingredients. There's no real difference between niche, designer, and Middle Eastern fragrances, other than Middle Eastern fragrance brands are from the Middle East. Designer brands make fragrances and clothes, and niche brands only make fragrances. There's literally nothing different. You can debate me all you want on that, but you're arguing with a wall because it's the exact same thing. Coffee Break by Replica is so good. I've heard it's good. Bob Marley's Daughter collab with Sanford, I started reading your name. With Michael Malal, so good. Fresh, clean, and earthy. That could be good. I want to try Michael Malal. I really want to try Ocean Noir. Hello from Townsville, Australia. Workers' Rights, what's going on? Hello from Montana, USA. So sick of Bleu de Chanel. Now, I don't know. It's been a hot minute since a Bleu de Chanel has came out, so it could be good if they switch it up. They have to switch it up. That is the biggest thing. Ocean Noir is the best. I've heard it's good. I've heard it's similar to Dylan Blue, but then I've heard that it's not similar to Dylan Blue. Miss Lady Gaga's Fragrance, The Fame. That could be good. I'd like to try that out. Gasoline, Pure Gas is a good choice. Yeah, only if you drink it, though, Maverick. Y'all, I really appreciate you guys. Drop a sub and a like if you guys have not already. At 4K, I'll be giving away a brand new bottle of Paris Corners Coconut Lagoon. So please drop a sub. Please drop a like if you guys have not already. I really appreciate you guys. I will be live more than likely some point tomorrow. If not, I'll see you guys whenever I see you next.